ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, you call them AI assistants. You ask a question, you get a smart human-sounding answer back. But none of that actually makes them an assistant. Answering questions is just what a chatbot does. An assistant job is to do the task, open the app, call the API, get it done. That's the real line between Claude and Claude Code. One talks, the other one acts.
The AI that matters, every day.
So in this video I'm going to explain chatbots versus assistants. So let's get straight to it. Chatbots. The exact definition that I got is a software program that simulates conversation, typically using scripts or keyword matching. Traditional chatbots have no understanding. They pattern match to pre-written replies. So it's a software company and it simulates a conversation and it matches patterns. You ask it about something that it already has that stored there and it can give you a question. It can give you an answer. But if you ask it about a topic that it doesn't have that pattern, then it cannot reply. You can see it inside websites to help you out where to find things or how to do things, because they already have these pre-written pattern matches, these pre-written rules that if you ask this, they tell you that. That's a chatbot. So the characteristics are, it follows a script, follows rules, it has keyword matching, it matches what you say with the response they already have saved. It has pre-written replies. You ask it about something inside that website and it answers the exact same thing, whether you ask it or whether someone else asks it. So that's pre-written replies. And breaks on anything unexpected, on anything that it's not in their script, on anything that it's not inside their website, inside their script that they have to follow. So when you ask about something else, they are not able to answer. And that's a chatbot. So then we have different types of chatbots. There are two types, rule-based chatbots and AI-powered chatbots. So first, rule-based.
Rule-based isn't new. Eliza ran this exact trick back in 1966. Match a keyword, return a canned line, zero understanding required. 60 years later, most Chat with Us bubbles in the corner of a website are still running the same idea, only the copywriting got better.
They just follow a script. If you ask this, they give you this. Whether you ask it, whether another person asks it, or whether someone in Hawaii asks it, we all get the same exact reply. So it breaks or returns an error when asked outside the script options. As we said, you ask it about something else, it cannot answer. Then this is basically for basic customer support, for forms, for inside websites, how can you do this when you ask it. You can find it in many websites nowadays. So these are rule-based chatbots. Then we have AI-powered chatbots. That these are generative AI. That generative AI, what means is that they generate a new output. You give them an input, your prompt, and they generate something new back. They are not following scripts or rules. They generate something unique that it did not exist before you ask it. So they generate it just when you ask it. And this what means is these large language models, these AI models, for example, Sonnet 5, Fable 5, ChatGPT 5.6 Sol, they are generative AI. They generate new text, new outputs, new PDFs, new websites, new apps. Anything that you ask it, anything you put in your input, they generate something new. So this, what makes that is that if I ask it the same prompt, I will get a prompt, but someone else, if it puts the exact same prompt, they will get something different. So each of us get a different response, whether if we ask it the same thing or not. So we get different responses from the same input. And that's what generative AI makes. You get an exact new thing. They generate unique context-aware responses. We have the input, what you said, and the output, what you get. And its primary job is conversing and answering questions. So you may have used this inside Claude, inside ChatGPT, inside Gemini. These are AI-powered chatbots. That this is different from Claude Code. Claude Code is AI assistant. AI-powered chatbots are Claude, that you ask it something and it replies you back, or ChatGPT or Gemini. So now we have this AI assistance, that it's different from rule-based chatbots and AI-powered chatbots.
Not a smarter model. Claude Code runs the same sonnet or opus you already talked to in the chat window. What changed isn't the reasoning, it's the permissions. Give a chatbot a terminal, a file system, and an API key, and the exact same brain stops talking and starts doing. That's the whole trick behind Assistant.
Personal context to ask on your behalf. So an AI assistant is, for example, Claude Code, Cursor, or Codex, that now is called just ChatGPT. So this you don't just ask something and you get a reply. These generate new things, but they can generate code applications, they can call API keys, they can generate workflow routines, they can integrate tools and use other tools to generate your output. They have these many more things than just an AI-powered chatbot. So an example is Claude Code, as I said, Cursor, or Codex. So what characteristics does it have? It reasons from instructions. It does not follow rules like the chatbot. So it reasons from the instructions that you give it. It can understand context. You can give it all your context, you can upload files, put in the prompt context, and they can understand, they can recognize patterns from your words. So they can generate new answers. They don't just have pre-written rules, and if you ask this, then they answer this, and everybody gets the same reply. No. These generate new answers and can reason. They do not follow scripts and can handle any question that you ask it to. So the core difference between chatbots is that it generates new answers and it reasons. It does not follow scripts. Then what is the exact difference between these two? Rule-based chatbots, AI-powered chatbots, and an AI system or agent that is the same. So first, rule-based chatbots, you can see them, for example, in airlines, banks, e-commerce, customer support. All this customer support that you see in websites or in applications, these are rule-based chatbots that you can only ask it about that, not about how is going in the world, what's the weather like. No, they just answer you about what their rules say, what their script says. If you ask about where can I create this, then they answer you this. Exact same for everyone that asks the same question. So they usually look like this, that they appear in the right bottom corner. You click to it and it opens like this, and it tells you, hello, welcome to this, how can I help you today? And you can click to already inputs, prompts, or you can just type whatever you want. Then we have AI-powered chatbots, that these are Claude, ChatGPT, Grok, DeepSeek, Kimi, all these apps, all these tools that you give them an input and you get an output. They generate new stuff, they generate something new, but they generate replies. Then we have these AI assistant agents like Claude Code, Codex, Kimi Code, Cursor, or Grok Code, that what they generate is they also generate something new, like the AI-powered chatbots. But the difference between AI-powered chatbots and AI assistants is that these ones can do much more. They can generate code, apps, websites, and also they can connect to tools. They can use external tools, for example, Higgsville, to generate a video and put it inside the website. They can call API keys to use other tools, and all these things that it's in the definition. They get memory, personal context, and reason over the input that you give them. So AI-powered chatbots and AI assistant or agents are very similar because you may use Claude, but you don't use Claude Code, but The difference is between the AI tools that they can call and the difference of reasoning and the stuff that they can create. Because Claude Code can create more things, like it can code for you. Instead, the Claude Code that you just give it a prompt and you get a reply, it can also generate PDF and sometimes even websites, but not to the level of these AI assistants or agents. So with this, I hope that you understand the core difference between these three things: rule-based chatbots, AI-powered chatbots, and AI assistants, what their difference is, what they are, and we have talked about some examples and their difference. And I hope you understand more about it, and now you can understand better AI and know how to use it better and use it more productive. So if you learn something new, please give a like and subscribe, because it helps me a ton, and I will see you in the next video.
That's how I build. One person and every AI in public. The AI that matters every day.